धर्म संस्थापना की देवता भगवान श्री कृष्ण तथा विघ्नहर्ता श्री गणेश जी के चरणों में वंदन कर हम आज के हमारे इस विशेष संवाद को आरंभ करेंगे। नमस्कार, मैं वैभव आपड़े आप सभी का इस चर्चा में स्वागत करता हूं। हर सप्ताह हम अलग अलग विषय लेकर राष्ट्र और धर्म से जुड़े जो विषय है तो उसके बारे में हम चर्चा करते हैं। इस सप्ताह भी हम ऐसे ही एक गंभीर विषय के बारे में आपके साथ चर्चा करने वाले हैं। हमारा आज का विषय है तिरुपति मंदिर में भ्रष्टाचार एवं अवैध चर्च निर्माण पर रोक कैसे लगाएं। सनातन हिंदू धर्म में मंदिर को बहुत अधिक महत्व दिया गया है। निर्गुण निराकार ईश्वर का सगुण रूप का दर्शन हमें मंदिर में होता है। मंदिर हमारी शक्ति के केंद्र है। मंदिर में जाने से हमें शक्ति और चैतन्य की अनुभूति आती है। ऐसा ही एक विश्व प्रसिद्ध मंदिर है तिरुमला तिरुपति देवस्थान। समुद्र तल से 3200 फीट ऊंचाई पर स्थित तिरुमला की पहाड़ियों पर बना श्री वेंकटेश्वर भगवान का यह मंदिर, यहाँ का सबसे बड़ा जो आकर्षण है वो यही मंदिर है। 5वीं शताब्दी के उस समय तक यह एक प्रमुख धार्मिक केंद्र हुआ करता था। कहा जाता है कि चोल, होयसल और विजयनगर के जो राजा थे तो उनका आर्थिक रूप से इस मंदिर के निर्माण में खासा योगदान रहा था। 1843 से 1933 तक अंग्रेजों के शासनकाल के अंदर इस मंदिर का जो प्रबंधन है वह हाथीराम जी मठ के महंत ने संभाला। 1933 में इस मंदिर का प्रबंधन मद्रास सरकार ने अपने हाथों में लिया और एक स्वतंत्र प्रबंधन समिति तिरुमला तिरुपति के हाथ में इस मंदिर जो है उसको दे दिया गया। आंध्र प्रदेश के राज्य बनने के पश्चात इस समिति का पुनर्गठन हुआ और एक प्रशासनिक अधिकारी आंध्र प्रदेश सरकार के प्रतिनिधि के रूप में वहां पर नियुक्त किया गया। आज इस मंदिर के बारे में भ्रष्टाचार, चर्च के अवैध निर्माण आदि घटनाएं सामने आ रही है। तो आज हमारे इस विषय के माध्यम से हम इसी के बारे में जानकारी लेने वाले हैं। आज हमारे साथ मान्यवर वक्ता उपस्थित हैं। Our today's discussion is about corruption and illegal churches planting activities going on in Tirupati temple and how we can put an end all of this. Today, respected BKSR Iyengar ji, our guest with us. He is an ex-police PRO, journalist, social worker, RTI activist. He is there, and Iyengar ji, I welcome you in today's discussion. Namaskar. Shri Iyengar ji is working for protection of temples. Also, the temple's heritage properties battles against violations of Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam. So we are going to get his guidance from our discussion. हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं ईस्टर धनराज जी, जो क्रिश्चियन स्टडीज के अध्ययनकर्ता भी है और साथ में ही थोड़ी देर में बेंगलोर से भी हमारे साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं एडवोकेट मधुसूदन अडिगा जी, जो अवैध चर्च और उसके निर्माण के विरोध में कार्य करते हैं और उन्होंने 15 चर्चिस को अब तक कर्नाटक में सरकार के माध्यम से तोड़ने के लिए उसे प्रतिबद्ध किया है। साथ ही वह हिंदुत्व के कार्य में सक्रिय है। हमारे आज के इस चर्चा को आरंभ करने से पूर्व मैं आप सभी दर्शकों को निवेदन करना चाहूंगा कि हमारा ये जो नियमित कार्यक्रम है ये अगर आप देखना चाहते हैं तो अवश्य हमारे हिंदू जागृति इस YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें तथा बेल आइकन पर भी अवश्य क्लिक करें। साथ ही हमारे हिंदू राष्ट्र के संदर्भ में अगर आपको कुछ प्रश्न पूछने हैं, आज यह जो चर्चा यहाँ पर भी होने वाली है, तो चर्चा सुनते समय आपके मन में अगर कुछ प्रश्न आते हैं तो आप अवश्य यह प्रश्न हमारे चैट बॉक्स में डाल सकते हैं। आपको इन प्रश्नों के उत्तर हम कार्यक्रम के अंत में देने का प्रयास करेंगे। तो आइए आज के हमारे इस चर्चा को आरंभ करेंगे। मैं पहला प्रश्न श्री अयंगार जी को पूछना चाहूंगा। अयंगार जी, I would like to ask you, there some new news which says that darshan of Tirupati Balaji was denied to devotees by Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam, and the reason is gold plating of Viman Gopuram. So, can you tell me about all this? What is this exactly?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the kind opportunity
Yeah.
given it to me to express my views, and also for the benefit of Hindus awareness. The subject which I have taken is really wonderful, and it is really needed. And especially the question which you have raised, actually they have not denied the darshan. Actually, what's happening? They are planning to replate the gold to the Vimana Gopura of Tirumala Srivari temple. Actually, past 6 times they have replated the Vimana Gopura with gold, and especially in 1958 with 12 tons of copper and 12,000 sovereigns of gold, around 18 lakhs they have spent in 1958, and they have totally replated with gold. Now they wanted to remove it, and they have planned to remove it and replate again with some more gold. So here generally what they do is they will establish some balalayam, and also they will, in general, in temples they will close down the Mola. But here what's the information what we get is, since it is a Mola is Swayambhu, they will conduct some more rituals there. So they allow the darshan facilities of people also. But here our doubt is, our main question is, the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana, whatever they are doing, there absolutely no transparency, and there is no answerability. Whatever they say. Whatever you have the doubts, they don't clarify you. They say that in 1958, what they have done for gold plating, the same way they are doing now itself. Nobody knows how they have done it in 58. Now what they are doing it now. See, the problem is here, we have to think about it. In Sanctum Sanctorum, the main Molavira deity will be there. They conduct the works at the top of the Vimana Gopura. They allow the people for darshana also. Of course, they say that since the Mola Virat is Swayambhu, they will be having some more kalas, and hence the rituals will be continued. Besides Balalaya and darshan and all other things, they allow all devotees also. In 58 is different. In 1958, hardly hundreds of people they were coming to Tirumala. Now it is around per day 50,000 devotees they come and attend for darshan. So this is very difficult. And here, second thing is, they have not clarified what are the steps they have taken for this gold replating. Gold replating, they say that, see what is happening, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam or all endowment department temples, they are working as per the agendas of the governments. Not only now, from the beginning, the government will fix a agenda, basing on agenda, they will follow. This is also same way. Nobody knows who has proposed this. Okay, in general way, in once in 12 years or 10 years, they have to remove it and see the verify the original structure, how it is and what it is, what it will be, and all. They must see it. But whereas here, from the beginning, they don't allow archaeology department. They don't allow archaeology, state archaeology department or central archaeology department. They take whatever the agenda they follow. They take the signatures of the Agam Pandits and Archagas and also civil engineers. Basing on that, they will execute the works whatever they would like. Here it is quite different. We see it is not the construction of mandapa or something else. Here in Sanctum Sanctorum, the Mola Virat is there, crores of devotees. They have a lot of the god of crores of devotees. They believe, they have a lot of belief on God, and on the top of the Sanctum Sanctorum, the works were going on. See, for example, in 1958, around 13 tons of copper and gold mixing. To see, for almost these 50 years, the Vimana Gopuram is carrying this weight. Now nobody knows whether they want to reduce that weight or they wanted to increase the weight on Vimana Gopura, whether the Vimana Gopura can carry that weight and how long it carried on, all, whether it is capable of carrying it, nobody knows. See, Vimana Gopura is very sensitive. In Garbhalaya, Swami Mola Virat will be there. Suppose some works are going on, something happens, some stone breaks or something else, who is responsible? Nobody answers. And nobody says, an executive officer or chairman or Dharmakartala Mandali or trustees, they never say that what is the protection they are providing for the Molavirat main deity. See, because very sensitive now, they say that so many donors are coming to give gold and all. So it clearly shows that they want to replace the entire, they are not repairing. They wanted to totally remove the gold plating and replace with another gold. So it clearly shows already 13 tons of gold means 13,000 kgs of gold now it is carrying. Suppose if you further dump with another weight of gold, whether it can carry or not, no, there is no technical report they are giving. Absolutely, here when we have inquired, they have not come. They have contacted the state archaeology department. They never asked the central archaeology department. See, the problem is practically here. They feel that they are the only custodians. They feel that they are the only owners of the temple. They never allow others because the person, the scientific, the archaeological department, they have the expertise system. They will give you the complete picture and ideology whether it can carry or whether it cannot carry, or whether it can be added some more gold or it has to be removed the gold, that and all they will give certificate. They never allow them, they never call them, they do according to their whims and fancy. They practically they do it, whether it is interesting, whether it is liked by the devotees or not, they never bother. They do the same practical experience since long. Now also they are doing it. This is not a good practice. They should be answerable. They should be transparent, especially whatever they are doing. In 58, what was happened, nobody knows. So now what they say that they allow the people also for darshan. See, in general, when the temple repairs and something is going on, till after the Samproshana, they don't allow the Molavirat for darshan. But here they say that since it is a Swayambhu Molavirat, they do some sort of rituals also in Molavirat besides Balalayam and allow for darshan. Okay, it is good one way, no doubt about it. But what is the protection they are giving for Molavirat and all? They are not talking. They say that only as per the according to the 58, 1958 system, what we are doing, the same way we are doing it. What they have done it, nobody knows. But now also what they are going to do, nobody knows. See, the people, especially those who have come, an executive officer or chairman or trust board persons, they do according to their wish and fancy. They are not answerable. That is a problem.
Yeah. Sorry for disturbing you, but we will be coming back to you with another question for your guidelines. आगे चलकर हमने अभी ये देखा कि ये कितनी गंभीर समस्या जो है वो यहाँ पे की गई है, मतलब उस सोने का जो गोल्ड प्लेटेड का उनको बदलना नहीं है, तो उसको पूरी तरह से बदलना है, उसको रिपेयर नहीं करना है। तो इस प्रकार की वो वहां पे समस्या है और वहां पे भ्रष्टाचार की बहुत बड़ा मतलब आशंका हो सकती है। इस स्थिति है इस प्रकार से। मैं ईस्टर धनराज जी के पास जाना चाहूंगा। ईस्टर धनराज जी, क्या आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं? ईस्टर धनराज जी, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं? शायद उन्हें कुछ टेक्निकल समस्या आ गई है। मैं आगे ईश्वर धनराज जी भी जुड़ी है हमारे साथ, तो मैं उनको प्रश्न पूछना चाहूंगा। आपको आवाज आ रही है ईश्वर धनराज जी?
जी
जी जी जी। मैं आपको ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि आंध्र प्रदेश रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉर्पोरेशन जो है, तो उन्होंने तिरुमला से तिरुपति जाने के लिए जो बसेस है उसकी जो टिकट्स है, तो उसके ऊपर आंध्र सरकार के द्वारा चलाया जा रहा जेरूसलेम यात्रा का जो विज्ञापन है, एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स है, तो वो उन्होंने छापा है। तो क्या हिंदुओं को इस माध्यम से कुछ प्रलोभन देकर धर्मांतरण के लिए प्रेरित करने का ये प्रयास है? धर्मांतरण के दृष्टिकोण से कुछ प्रयास किया जा रहा है इस माध्यम से?
सबसे पहले हिंदू जनजागृति समिति के सभी दर्शकों को मेरा प्रणाम और हिंदू जनजागृति समिति को मेरा बहुत बहुत आभार इस विषय पे चर्चा करने के लिए और मुझे आमंत्रित करने के लिए। जी, आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा। इन लोगों का एक ही मकसद होता है, ये लोग मुसलमानों के पास नहीं जाते हैं या कोई और अन्य धर्म को मानने वाले के पास नहीं जाते हैं। ये केवल हिंदू धर्म या हिंदू धर्म क्षेत्र, हिंदू मूर्ति हिंदू धर्म शहरों में वहीं पे जाके इनका पूरा प्रचार प्रसार जारी रहता है। तो तिरुमला तिरुपति के बसेस के टिकट के पीछे जो भी ये प्रचार प्रसार करते हैं, इसके पीछे एक ही कारण है, ये क्या चाहते हैं, तिरुपति वही हिंदू जाते हैं जो आस्थाजनक है, जो डिवोटेड है। ओनली दोज पीपल गो टू तिरुमला तिरुपति दैट आर वेरी डिवोटेड इन नेचर, वेरी रिलीजियस इन नेचर। तो इन लोगों को चाहिए कि उतनी रिलीजियस और उतनी डिवोशन जिसके पास है, दे वांट टू अट्रैक्ट द अटेंशन ऑफ ऑलरेडी डिवोटेड पीपल। और हिंदू देवी देवताओं से उनका डिवोशन हटा के they want such devotion to be given to their god. So धर्म क्षेत्र of all the places, जहां कहीं भी ये लोग चर्चेस बनाते हैं या जहां कहीं भी ये लोग अपना धर्म का प्रचार करते हैं, उन सभी जगहों से श्रेष्ठ उनको हिंदू धर्म क्षेत्र और हिंदू धार्मिक, the very devoted हिंदू धार्मिक people are their targets. तो तरह तरह के ये लोग स्कीम्स बनाते हैं, तरह तरह के टेक्निक्स से ये लोग धर्मांतरण करना चाहते हैं। यू डोंट फाइंड दैट मेनी धर्म प्रचारक एक्टिव among places which are not religious, much religious. ये या तो रूरल एरियाज में जाते हैं या बहुत ही इकोनॉमिकली बैकवर्ड एरियाज में जाते हैं, वेरी वेरी सोशली डिसएडवांटेज्ड कम्युनिटीज में जाते हैं, जैसे हमारे दलित है, हमारे ट्राइबल्स है, ये सब इनके बीच में जाते हैं। और देयर फोर्थ एंड वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टारगेट इज आवर धर्म क्षेत्रस। एंड अपने जितने हमारे जितने भी धर्म के लिटरेचर है, उसके थ्रू दे वांट टू send their message कि inviting the Hindus, most devoted Hindus. उनको ऐसा वैसा हिंदूस नहीं चाहिए, लिबरल हिंदूस नहीं चाहिए, एथियस्टिक हिंदूस भी नहीं चाहिए, इनको चाहिए वेरी डिवोटेड हिंदूस that are also vulnerable. That is why they target these places of our worship, our places of worship. And what better way to reach them than a ticket, bus ticket? या लिटरेचर ऑन तिरुमला तिरुपति। तो आई वोंट बी सरप्राइज्ड कि एक दिन ऐसा भी आ सकता है जब हमारे ऐसा समझिए कि एक तिरुपति का कोई इवेंट, वर्शिप इवेंट का एक पैम्फलेट छपा है और उसके पीछे एक छोटा सा एक निमंत्रण दे देंगे, यहाँ बगल में एक क्रिश्चियन इवेंट चल रहा है, उसके लिए आइए। सो आई वोंट बी सरप्राइज्ड इफ सच पैम्फलेट्स विल कम अप वेरी सून। Tirumala Tirupati bus, again this bus ticket thing, I was told कि जब ये आया था एक बार व्हाट्सएप में बहुत वायरल हुआ था ये टिकट फोटो, तो जब इसके बारे में पूछताछ की मैं, तो they started telling कि this was printed by private agency. अब सवाल ये उठता है कि तिरुमला तिरुपति के बस टिकट्स हो सकता है प्राइवेट एजेंसी प्रिंट कर रहा हो, but why was the private agency a Christian agency? और इसको मॉनिटर करने वाला कोई नहीं है। तो there are so many flaws right from top to bottom, जिसकी वजह से ये सारे इनके जो एक्टिविटी है, मिशनरी एक्टिविटी है, इसको जो एनेबल कर रहा है, इसको जो फैसिलिटेट कर रहा है, उसको हमको पकड़ना चाहिए और वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट लॉस शुड कम in, and even a monitoring system has to be there from the Hindu side. तिरुमला तिरुपति देवस्थानम के तरफ से ही ये सारे चीज, छोटे छोटे पार्किंग टिकट्स, बस टिकट्स, जहाँ चप्पलें जाती हैं वो टिकट्स, कितने सारे लिटरेचर इज देयर, कितने सारे प्रिंट मटेरियल इज देयर फॉर अ डिवोटी right from the time he gets off his vehicle to the time he goes to see the deity. बहुत सारे प्रिंट मटेरियल उसके हाथ में आता है। ऐसे प्रिंट मटेरियल पे जो कंटेंट जा रहा है, उस पे मॉनिटर करने वाला एक बॉडी होना बहुत जरूरी है। So जब ये नई बॉडी नहीं होती है, that is when all these things are made possible by the missionaries. तो वो तो फायदा उठाएंगे ही, उनका है ही, उद्देश्य ही वही है कि फायदा उठाए, ज्यादा से ज्यादा आस्थाजनक हिंदुओं को अपनी तरफ खींचे वो लोग. So why are we allowing that?
जी,
That is a very big question.
जी जी, मतलब ये बहुत ही बड़ा प्रश्न है और मतलब उसके लिए हम सभी को एकत्रित आकर कुछ तो हम सभी को करना भी आवश्यक है. ईस्टर जी, आपके पास मैं वापस आता हूँ. मैं अभी एक दर्शकों के लिए वीडियो दिखाना चाहूंगा जो तिरुपति तिरुमला देवस्थानम के परिसर में 1000 पिलर मंडपम जो है, तो उसका एक वीडियो है, वो हम अभी देखेंगे और उसके संदर्भ में फिर अयंगार जी हमें बताएंगे उसका महत्व क्या है. वो ये जो वीडियो है हमने अभी देखा, तो ये एक 1000 पिलर मंडपम उसे कहा जाता है और बहुत ही खेदजनक बात है कि वो किस प्रकार से तोड़ा गया है. आपने वो अगर दृश्य देखा है तो आपको ध्यान में आएगा और उसके लिए कारण दिया गया है कि हम उसको रीडेवलप करें, मतलब उसको इस प्रकार से तोड़ा गया, इस प्रकार से उसको नष्ट करने का प्रयास किया गया है और उसमें भी किसी भी प्रकार की साइंटिफिक जानकारी या साइंटिफिक कुछ तो कंसेंट लेना चाहिए, तो वो भी नहीं लिया गया है. तो मैं अयंगार जी, थोड़ा सा हमें आप ये बताइए कि प्लीज गाइड अस, व्हाट इज द view on this importance of this mandapam? Can you tell us? And
Yes,
how it was destroyed?
Yes. Actually, as far as
Yeah.
not only Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, in connection with the endowment department, our battle almost we have past 20 years we have been fighting against such destructions, especially in 2002. This 1000 pillars mandapam, which was located in Tirumala temple, that was brutally demolished by the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam under the name of Mahaprakara Nirmanam for the expansions. So without following any archaeological norms and without consulting the state archaeology department or central archaeology department, unilaterally they have taken a decision and destroyed unilaterally and cruelly. They have totally demolished the 1000 pillars mandapam, and now as you have shown the video, that is a remains of that mandapam, that the fate of the remains. And of course, in 2002, a lot of protest was there, and Chinnajir Swamiji also protested and demanded for reconstruction of that mandapam. They have issued, and a lot of petitions are also filed in court of law. And then we also applied under RTA Act. They said that we are planning for construction of 100 pillars mandapam instead of 1000 pillars mandapam for the benefit of large crowd of devotees. Now it is an expanded area. Now the devotees are very freely having darshan. Now if you construct this mandapam there, again problems will have, they will have, and all. They started telling all the reasons and all. See, they have no right to see what's happening. See, mainly if we think that the main owners of the temple, who are the main owners of the temple? The Archakas, Tanacharyas, and Pedajiyars and Chanajiyars and Mahants. They are the real owners, they are real custodians. What's happening? The real owners, real custodians, they are tying their hands in front of the person who is a self-styled custodian, came here with a notification and acquired their position as a executive officer and a chairperson and a trust board. Not only now, for the past 60 years, we have been facing that. They are not real custodians. They are all tenants. They are all tenants. There are a lot of judgments we have received. So much of and Supreme Court and High Court, their verdicts, so many, though they have given so many verdicts, we are not opening our eyes. See what is happening? What's happening? They say our owners, they are tying our hands in front of the tenants. The tenants are becoming the owners, and as per the agendas of the government, they are ruling. Not only 1,000 pillars mandapam, as on date for the past 20 years, now almost 20 years are passed, they have not constructed the mandapam. They say that in Narayanvanam we will reconstruct. Why should you interfere in our religious activities? Why should you destroy our mandapams? Why you are interfering in our rituals? Why you are unnecessarily interfering? Even for Viman, not only Viman Gopura, in 2005, they wanted to gold plate the entire inscriptions of Tirumala, around 800 inscriptions of Tirumala. There we have also filed a petition besides Sri Subramania Swamiji. And we got an order, and that is being stopped. And the court clearly said that it is not your secular activity. That is a religious activity. Plating or gold plating, not to plate or plate, which and all, all those things are all religious activities of sanctum sanctorum. You are no way concerned. That set aside the High Court set aside the orders of resolutions of the trust board. They are interfering with in every activity. Absolutely. In 2014 also we got wonderful judgment in Chidambaram case. They are clearly said that the executive officer role is very limited. Absolutely, when their problem is over, he has to quit off from the place. He cannot sit on our head and expand his wings and he rule on our religious activity doing, and as on behalf of religious institution he cannot act. After the problem is settled, after the problem is rectified, you see, if there is any complaint, he has to come. The government can appoint an executive officer if there is any misappropriation or maladministration. After finishing up that, he has to hand over the responsibility to the original custodians and pack up. But what is happening? Nobody is questioning. Nobody knows these orders. Because one more thing is, as per the executive officer ruling of a religious institution, as per Article 25 and 26, it is interference in religious activity. It is against the Constitution. It is against the Supreme Court orders. We are not questioning that is the main reason. They are directly interfering in our religious activities. That is the main reason this 1,000 pillars mandapam was constructed by Sadhuva Malladeva Maharaj in 1464. Wonderful mandapam, very beautiful mandapam, having a lot of archaeological values, historical values, especially in Pavitrostram. Swami was brought to the concerned place and the rituals were conducted. That was totally destroyed. And our people, they have not opened this. That is the only reason I can just check out the list. Radha Mandapam, that is also called as Tirupathi, that is also destroyed and demolished. And Dwadasi Mandapam, especially in that was constructed by the kings, especially in 17th century. That is also demolished. In Radha Saptami, especially Gadwala kings, they have constructed Kaisika Dwadasi Mandapam, that is also demolished. And in Mada streets, there are 50 ancient mandapams are there. For in the case of expansion, they have demolished all 50 ancient mandapams. Also, Annamacharya, in 15th century, Annamacharya house was demolished. And Vengamamba house was demolished. They have been doing for the expansion only for the sake. They say that only for the benefit of devotees' convenience. Who asked you to do it? Who asked you to interfere in our religious activity? You are a secular person. You are having limits. Once they absolutely, we never invited you to come and occupy our responsibility and rule on our sit on our head and rule on us. And as per the Supreme Court judgment 1914, he has to immediately quit off. He is not even a single moment he is supposed to stay here. It clearly shows. And one more legal maxim is there: the thing which you cannot do it directly, cannot also do it indirectly. That is a legal maxim. Basing on the legal axiom, Supreme Court also has given the verdict. And also recently, Madras High Court also has given a judgment. It clearly says the executive officer responsibility is only as a stopgap arrangement. And also very recently, last 2 months back, Ahobilamatam, the High Court has given a wonderful verdict. It clearly states that executive officer no role at all. He cannot be appointed at all. That appointment was cancelled. So it clearly shows that we should have eye opening. We are not opening. We are not having awareness. We think that executive officer he is becoming an essential evil. Until and unless we ask him to get out, he will not go out. He will keep on doing all these things. He will do gold plating. He will do something else. He will do something else as per the agenda. Because they are crediting everything for the government's pocket. Whatever they do it, they see that Vardi. They take the amount till it absolutely has no role to play there. Absolutely, the executive officer also, he should not take the salaries from us. And also the chairmans and the trust boards also, they are taking the amounts from the religious institution is illegal. But who is doing? They are getting all facilities. They are having all facilities. jumbo jet, special jumbo jet trust boats. Not only now, not only in this year. For the past several government, every government they will have a fixed agenda. This becomes a boon. Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam is a boon for them. They destroy everything. They never reconstruct anything. They never bother about the sentiments of the devotees. Here, one thing I would like to say, he is a self-styled custodian. He sits on our head. We don't allow archaeology department to come inside and do his duties, because there are a lot of 8,800 inscriptions are there. For every inscription, there is some maintenance. They are not allowing. Wherever they need, they will ask them. Wherever they need, they will ask them and take the assistance. For example, in Krishnadevaraya ornaments, they seek the assistance from archaeology department. Whereas here in 1,000 Pillars Mandapam demolition, or in Ananta Swarnamayam, Adikeswar Naidu versus Subramania Swami and ours, we have also filed a petition in High Court of Law. They are also them. Clearly says High Court also called for the explanation from the archaeology department. Clearly stated that whatever the things the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam demolition of 1,000 Pillars Mandapam is cruel, and as per the norms of archaeology, they are not supposed to do it. That and all clearly they have certified it. Whatever they have done it, all violations are they have clearly mentioned in their certificate, and affidavit also they have filed in the court of law. But they are not opening. That they are not opening.
You are giving us very much important information and about this secular government, how they are means not only they are interfering in our rituals, old rituals, but they are destroying our old monuments. So thanks for your information and thanks for your guidelines. We are having some time limit, so next questions please. I will मैं ऐसे एक विनती करना चाहूंगा हमारे वक्ताओं को कि आपके जो प्रश्नों के उत्तर है वो कृपया 2 मिनट में आप दीजिए। हमारा आगे का प्रश्न है मिस्टर धनराज जी से। मिस्टर धनराज जी, आप मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं? जी हमारा प्रश्न ऐसे है कि देवताओं को जो नहीं मान रहे हैं, ऐसे बहुत सारे हिंदू जो है वो धर्मांतरित हो चुके हैं और ईसाई बन गए हैं, और वही तिरुपति तिरुमला देवस्थानम में मंदिर में आज वहां पे नौकरी भी कर रहे हैं। और ऐसे ही पिछले साल ध्यान में आया था कि वहां पे देवस्थानम के डेप्यूटी एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर जो है स्नेहलता जी, जो जन्म से तो हिंदू है लेकिन अभी मतलब वो देवस्थानम बोर्ड की जो कार है उसे लेकर वो चर्च में जा रही थी, ऐसे ध्यान में आया था, उनको उस प्रकार से पकड़ा गया था। तो क्या आपकी अगर भगवान तिरुपति पर ही श्रद्धा नहीं है, आप उसे नहीं मानते, फिर भी मंदिर से पैसा कमाना ये ईसाई पंथ में कैसे चलता है? मिस्टर धनराज जी।
तो इनका ये जो जी मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी, आ रही है।
हेलो,
आ रही है, आप
तो
बताइए।
इनका ये जो एजेंडा है, तो इनका इसी एक एग्जाम्पल से, एक उदाहरण है इसके लिए, ये बताने के लिए कि इनके जो भी प्रचार करते हैं, कहते हैं कि ये आध्यात्मिकता है या स्पिरिचुअलिटी है क्रिश्चियनिटी में, तो इससे आपको पता चलेगा कि ये क्रिश्चियनिटी की बात है ही नहीं। दिस इज ओनली, सारा पैसे का खेल है, इट्स ओनली इकोनॉमिक्स, देयर इज नो स्पिरिचुअलिटी इन दिस। वो है एक बात है। दूसरी बात, ये स्नेहलता के बारे में ही मैं अगर बोलूं तो ऐसे स्नेहलता बहुत सारे हैं तिरुपति के अंदर। तिरुपति एम्प्लॉइज में बहुत सारे स्नेहलताएं हैं, और ये करते क्या है, द रीजन दे गो इनटू, दे रिटेन दैट जॉब इज, उनको इन्फिल्ट्रेट करना है हिंदू संस्थाओं को, खासकर हिंदू धर्म संस्थाओं को इनको इन्फिल्ट्रेट करना है और धीरे धीरे से अंदर से उसको खा लेना है। मतलब जैसे दीमक पहले अंदर जाता है, फिर उसको जैसे अंदर से पेड़ को या किसी इसको वुड को खा लेता है अंदर से, ऐसे ही ये लोग पहले दे इन्फिल्ट्रेट, दे गेट इनटू पैर, वहां पे जमाते हैं, उनका खुद को वहां पे स्थापित करते हैं, फिर अंदर से उसको खोखला बनाने का इनका ये एजेंडा है. सो दे थिंक जब ये ऐसे काम करते हैं वो लोग समझते हैं कि दे आर डूइंग इट फॉर देयर गॉड, दे आर डूइंग इट फॉर द गुड ऑफ देयर गॉड. और जब गुड ऑफ देयर गॉड करना होता है तो वो किसी भी तकलीफ से गुजरने के लिए तैयार है. अब तकलीफ मैं इसलिए बोल रही हूँ कि कितना मुश्किल होता होगा एक क्रिश्चियन को जो मूर्ति पूजकों से जिसको दूर रहना चाहिए, जो मूर्तियों से जिसको दूर रहना चाहिए, ऐसे क्रिश्चियन को आप समझिए कितनी मुश्किल होती होगी ऐसे संस्था में काम करना जहां पे रोज मूर्ति की पूजा या भजन ये सब सुनना पड़े. तो दे आर थिंकिंग दैट दे आर एक्चुअली सैक्रिफाइसिंग फॉर द सेक ऑफ देयर गॉड. और ये सैक्रिफाइस कैसा कि यू स्टे इन द हॉस्टाइल एनवायरनमेंट, एक शत्रु के कैंप में रहते हुए सारे शत्रुओं को उनके गॉड की तरफ खींच के लेके आ रहे हो, ये उनका सैक्रिफाइस है. सो दे क्लियरली थिंक दैट वर्किंग इन तिरुपति इज देयर गॉड गिवन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू विन मोर सोल्स फॉर देयर गॉड, फॉर देयर किंगडम ऑफ गॉड. सो ऐसा मान के ये लोग दे विल स्टे इन तिरुपति अंटिल हम उनके कॉलर पकड़ के जब तक उनको खींच के बाहर नहीं फेंकते हैं, they will remain in these positions. So which is what मैं फिर से कहना चाहूंगी, laws should be very strict and laws में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में बदलाव लेके आने वाले हम जैसे और हिंदू जनजागृति समिति जैसा people are what are very important. और जैसे अयंगार जी ने अभी बताया, उससे पहले दूसरे सज्जन ने भी बताया, तो they are doing great work. Both individuals and organizations together can bring a change at the constitutional level.
मतलब हम सभी ने मिलकर वो जागृति भी करनी चाहिए और लोगों तक इस विषय को लेकर भी जाना चाहिए. धन्यवाद. इस प्रॉपर्टी में उसको बनाया गया है तो इसके बारे में बहुत अभ्यास भी करना होगा. मैं आगे हमारे आज के अंत के प्रश्न की ओर जाता हूं. आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क अयंगार जी, why Hindus are not coming forward to take over the temples, and according to Supreme Court judgment, government cannot keep temples with them for permanently. So it should be handed over to devotees, but Hindus are not coming out and coming forward.
Yes sir, yes sir. Actually, to be frank, the Supreme Court has given you a wonderful fruit. Whether you have to eat it or you have to throw it, it is in our hands. It's clearly has given, and the Supreme Court has not given any consideration for even say for secular Hindu. And as an executive officer, it is clearly said that the executive officer role cannot after finish of that job ascertained as per the order by the concerned government, he has to finish up that job and has to quit off. He cannot replace the original trusteeship. So he cannot sit on the original trustee and he cannot rule it, and that is illegal. It clearly said that. That has to be given a lot of awareness. That Supreme Court orders also nobody knows. Even many Hindu organizations also not known about this order. That has to be given wide publicity to the concerned order, and clearly states that. Not only that, even Chennai High Court also clearly has given the fit person. Even the trustee, the chairman or trust board is also a temporary arrangement. They cannot. You see what is happening for the past 60 years. We have closed our eyes and minds, everything. See, for 40 years back, they have banned this hereditary Archika system. They have no right at all to interfere in. We are not questioning. See what is happening. How can they ban our religious system? How can they ban that hereditary Archikas or hereditary Sthanacharyas? How can they ban our rituals and other spiritual aspects? They have no jurisdiction at all. Even courts also saying that clearly that they have no jurisdiction. Especially in rituals or puja and other programs of concern, even from sanctum, absolutely, even courts have no jurisdiction. How government can rule it? You will surprised to say, you will shocked to know that few years back, one executive officer has given an order. You will be shocked to know that. I think you must be knowing or not knowing. I think I must have sent that order also. You see, morning we will take breakfast, afternoon we will take lunch. Likewise, for God also, we will put morning Bala Bhoga and afternoon Mahanivedana and all. We perform everything. But what's happening? Afternoon session, the executive officer felt that so many VIPs are coming. Hence, there a lot of time is taking for Mahanivedana. That's why what he has given that order, I will send that copy. I will send that copy. He has given that. Let us stop afternoon Mahanivedana and join with another two or three aspects of the in my mix with Balabhoga and give it to God. So it clearly shows a lot of protest was there. That's why he kept quiet, and that was not practically implemented. What's happening? Such a blind fellows are also coming because since we are blind, they are also acting as a king sitting on our head and acting. See, absolutely the executive officer system absolutely has not even a single moment, not even a single minute to sit in our premises. And one more thing, the executive officers are trust boards. They are not supposed to sit in our. They should not have an offices in our religious place. That also our people, they are not doing. And one more thing I can say, what is this nonsense? Ticket system for darshan, ticket system for prasadam. All these things are implemented by the government. Not only now, for the past 60 years they have been implementing. We thought that okay, that may be the rule of law, and the executive officer must be ruling it. We may see. We should not lose our confidence. We should have confidence. We have the confidence, but we don't have awareness, proper awareness. The Supreme Court 2014 has given a wonderful verdict. Everybody, every Hindu activist, once if they read it and give a representation to the concerned any executive officer, ask him to please quit off immediately. If you don't quit off, you please file a writ petition in the court of High Court law. You can execute the representation, because High Court also follow the Supreme Court guidelines. Definitely has to quit off. He has no role at all. He has no work at all in our religious place, but he is ruling. That's what I say. I can say finally, Supreme Court or several high courts, even recent Ahobila Matam case also, all Hindu activists must read these judgments. If we read these judgments and legal maxims, they are quoting everything. Even recent Ahobila Matam judgment also, they have quoted Supreme Court judgment. They have quoted Chennai High Court judgments. So once if we read all these judgments and start questioning, definitely they will lose their confidence. And if it is not today or tomorrow, definitely we can ask them to quit off from our premises. Definitely we will win. That's what my opinion. And also we should all combinedly join together and work for the cause. Then only we can send out the concerned person who is not at all. He knows pretty well. We don't know. We thought that he can be allowed. He has to rule it. He knows pretty well that he is not even a single moment. He can, as long as we have no awareness, he will continue. Once if you start having awareness and questioning him, definitely has to go out. First, you can ask, you can submit a representation to all the executive officers of concern in South India, especially this happening in South Indian aspects, South Indian temples only. In other places, this problem, government ruling is very less, very limited. So that register post, once if we accept it, after 1 month, if we can file a petition in the court of law, as per the Supreme Court, he is supposed to quit off from our place. Definitely has to hand over to the original hereditary trustees. For every temple, there are hereditary trustees. See what is happening? They have banned our Mirasi system. They have banned our Inam systems, service Inam systems. Because what is happening from 60 years, they made all of our owners as tenants, having no independence. That fellow is having everything in his grip and ruling, and especially directly interfering on religious aspects, which is quite illegal, arbitrate, against the constitution, against Supreme Court order. That's what I can say.
Yeah. So definitely, I think we should move for a awareness drive now together, and we would like to know all about this, and we should come together and we will do all these things again. हिंदुओं, अभी हमने ये जो सभी बातें सुनी, आज ये जो चर्चा हमने की, तो इसमें से ये ध्यान में आया होगा कि सेक्युलर व्यवस्था जो है हमारी, तो उस व्यवस्था में हमारे मंदिरों की किस प्रकार की दयनीय स्थिति है। आज तो हमने सिर्फ तिरुपति तिरुमला देवस्थान के संदर्भ में ये जानकारी ली है, लेकिन ऐसे बहुत सारे मंदिर जो है हमारे भारत भर में है, और इस स्थिति को अगर हमें बदलना है तो सिर्फ मंदिर में जाकर दर्शन लेना और मंदिर से मेरा कोई संबंध नहीं है, इस प्रकार का जो विचार प्रक्रिया हमारी जो है, जो गलत प्रक्रिया है, ये हमें अभी बदलनी होगी। हमें अगर इतिहास से कुछ सीखना होगा तो हमारे जितने भी राजा महाराजा होकर गए, तो उन सभी ने मंदिरों का रक्षण किया है। यदि हम धर्म की रक्षा करेंगे तो भगवान हम पर कृपा करने वाला है, और कृपा अधिक से अधिक हम पर बनी रहने वाली है। सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के आदेश के बाद भी सेक्युलर सरकार जो है वो मंदिर भक्तों के पास सौंपने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, और इसलिए अब हम सभी को मंदिरों के रक्षा हेतु हिंदू राष्ट्र की स्थापना करना अनिवार्य हो गया है। तो आइए हम सभी संगठित होकर हिंदू राष्ट्र की स्थापना के लिए प्रयास करेंगे। हिंदू राष्ट्र की इस कार्य में सहभागी होने के लिए आप कमेंट बॉक्स में दिए हुए लिंक पर आप क्लिक कीजिए, आपकी जानकारियां भरिए। हम आपको अवश्य ही फोन करके संपर्क करेंगे और इस कार्य में आपको सहभागी करवा कर लेंगे। आपको इस धर्म कार्य में धन स्वरूप अर्पण करना है तो अवश्य आप डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिए हुए लिंक पर क्लिक करके धन स्वरूप अर्पण कर सकते हैं। हमारे हिंदू जागृति चैनल को भी आप सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकॉन पर क्लिक कीजिए ताकि आपको लेटेस्ट जो अपडेट्स है वो भी प्राप्त हो सकते हैं। आज तिरुपति तिरुमला देवस्थान की ये जो दयनीय स्थिति है उसको रोकने के लिए, वहां का भ्रष्टाचार रोकने के लिए, अवैध चर्चेस को किस प्रकार से हम उसका विरोध कर सकते हैं, तो ये सारी जानकारी हमने आज प्राप्त की। हम सभी को माननीय वक्ताओं ने मार्गदर्शन किया, इसलिए मैं सभी वक्ताओं के आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। आज उन्होंने अपना महत्वपूर्ण समय यहाँ पे दिया और इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय को आपने हमें मार्गदर्शन दिया, इसलिए आभारी हूं। आज इस चर्चा में सम्मिलित होने वाले सभी दर्शकों को भी मैं आपके भी आभार व्यक्त करना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि हर सप्ताह आप इस कार्यक्रम में नियमित जुड़ते हैं। आपको मैं यह भी कहना चाहूंगा कि आज के इस कार्यक्रम की जो लिंक है वह भी आप अधिक से अधिक प्रसारित कीजिए, अधिक से अधिक हमारे मित्रों तक ये पहुंचाइए और हमारी मंदिरों की दयनीय स्थिति जो है तो उसके बारे में क्या करना चाहिए, क्या स्थिति है, वह उन तक पहुंचाइए। हमारे इसी प्रकार के चर्चा में हम आने वाले शनिवार को फिर से मिलेंगे। तब तक के लिए नमस्कार। जय हिंदू राष्ट्र।
Can you hear me?